With Cad Bane making his Star Wars live-action debut on the recent Book of Boba Fett episode, now is the perfect time to discuss who Cad Bane really is. Yeah, he is a bounty hunter, but in today's video, I will explain his early life before the Clone Wars, his weapons, his suit's abilities, what he is up to now, and what we could see in the future. Cad Bane was born in 62 BBY, or more recognisably, 62 years before the events of A New Hope. This means that he would have been in his late 40s or early 50s during the Clone Wars, and around 67 years old as of the time of the Book of Boba Fett. He is a male of the species Duros, and he grew up a relatively normal kid. By the time he became a bounty hunter, he sought to be the best. So he went to the best at the time, Jango Fett, Boba Fett's father. Jango mentored Bane in his early career as a bounty hunter, teaching him tactics and weapon strategies. And then in turn, later in his life, Cad Bane became a mentor for Boba Fett, which is ironic as now he hates Boba and wants him gone. By the time of the Clone Wars, Cad Bane was considered arguably the most powerful bounty hunter in the galaxy. Well, at least after his mentor Jango Fett died by the swing of Mace Windu's lightsaber. As a bounty hunter, Cad Bane kept many weapons in his arsenal. Bane travelled with two blasters of the model Akimbo LL-30. Bane customized his blasters so that they worked well just for him. He adjusted the speed at which the bolts fired, as well as adding his own personalized scope to the gun. On his hands, he wore gauntlets. These gauntlets were very powerful and very deadly. He could control what they did by a remote control on his wrist. Some things he could do with them were electrocute people if they touched him, which he could change the voltage, either only knocking the foe out or delivering a fatal strike, killing them. The gauntlets also controlled a flamethrower, as well as little barrages of rockets. He also had a wire cord attached to his wrist, which he could use to tie up his enemies. I think it's fair to say that Cad Bane came prepared for his fights. Cad Bane added many different things to his suit to allow him to move faster and more nimble in the air. Firstly, at his ankles he had rocket boosters, which let him fly up into the air like a starship. His wrists also displayed small rocket boosters to help balance his flight control when in the air, making it easier for him to move around and control himself. Cad Bane also had tubes attached to his face, which meant that he was resistant to the Force. This allowed him to withstand mind control and Force choke, both very powerful Force abilities. This came in handy when he would duel other Jedi, which he would do frequently as a bounty hunter. As of now in the Star Wars timeline, Cad Bane is one of the main enforcers working for the Pike Syndicate, assisting them in allowing their spice trade to continue on the planet Tatooine and removing anyone who gets in their way. Just like how he shot and likely killed the Marshal of Mos Pelga during the Book of Boba Fett. Despite being 67 years old, Cad Bane is just as feared and successful as ever in his career. The future of Cad Bane is yet to be seen, with there still being one final episode in Season 1 of the Book of Boba Fett. We are bound to see Bane get into other brawls with the protagonist of the story. We will likely see him duel one-on-one against Boba Fett, his old mentee, or apprentice if they were Force users. We could also see a rematch between Cad Bane and Fennec Shand, as they fought once towards the end of the Bad Batch over 2 decades prior. I'm sure there is still tension there, and we all want to see who would truly come out on top. Thanks for watching, I really hope you enjoyed it, and as always, have a good day everyone.